Hello, future Illinois State teacher, and welcome to this English Language Proficiency exam number 55 test prep lesson. My name is Elliot. I'm here at TeacherPreps.com to help you make passing this exam super simple. This lesson is going to go and start with a PDF guide that I would like to give you for free. It's in the description of this video, and it's going to walk you step by step with no step skipped for everything that's going to help you prepare for section number 3, which is the oral proficiency assignment of this test. That's what this video is all about. Make sure you click the link and get that PDF. And then I'm going to show you a tool where you can actually record your voice just like on test day, submit it, and have our AI essay grader use a similar rubric just like the real exam so that you can actually check would you or would you not pass this section. Pretty cool, right? Without further ado, let's begin. Here we are at the ILTS English Language Proficiency exam number 55 test prep, specifically addressing the oral proficiency assignment. And this is our guide presented proudly by TeacherPreps.com. So happy to have you on board. Today we're going to be going over a few things inside this guide. First and foremost, we're going to be talking about the overview of this exam. We're going to get into how it scored, what an excellent response looks and sounds like. We're going to be talking and I'm going to showcase a specific prompt that we wrote for you. And also I'm going to actually model a full response, actually recording myself for about 2 minutes. And finally, in case you'd like to take a look, at the bottom of this PDF is a score breakdown. All right, one more time. Remember, this PDF is free for you. I've left a link in the description. Just go ahead and grab it so that you can have the time it takes to really digest all of this information. First and foremost, let's start with the about the oral proficiency section. Remember, this is section number 3. If we just scroll on down to this part right here, we can see that section 1, that is the multiple choice question section. Section 2 was the writing or constructed response where you actually write an essay. I've already made a video on that. If you haven't already, make sure to watch it. This lesson that you're currently watching is section 3, all about oral proficiency and the spoken part of this test. So just keep in mind that there are 3 sections on this, and you're going to have to be able to master all of them. And in order to do so, you're going to want to know the format. So remember that this exam gives you 2 minutes to prepare and 2 minutes to speak. So on test day, you are going to be given a prompt that you will be required to read and then think how to prepare within 2 minutes. And then you are going to, that's a bad arrow, sorry about that. You're going to be given 2 minutes for actually delivering your spoken response. Now, keep in mind that you don't have to fill the entire 2 minutes. However, strong responses do normally fill most of the time. Also, quick to note that this isn't whether or not you agree or disagree or what your opinion is on something. This is all about speaking with clarity, fluency, good vocabulary, pronunciation, and proper grammar. It's not about what you believe about a certain topic. So don't be afraid to give your opinion, but do remember that this is a professional educator exam, so you will want to speak like a professional educator. Now let's take a look at this section, how the oral proficiency response is scored. If you want to get a good score on the test, you need to know what the test administrators and scorers are looking for. So I've put together this 5 scoring criteria, and this is what they want. First and foremost, they want you to complete the purpose of the assignment. Do you fulfill all of the questions and the complete prompt given to you? That's the most important. Second, do you speak with fluency? Okay, third, do you speak with good pronunciation? Do you articulate what you said correctly? Fourth is the vocabulary. Remember, step up the game. You are becoming a professional educator, so use the terminology like phonological awareness, book handling skills, concepts about print, whatever that they're talking about, whether that's reading, writing, math, science, history, cross-curricular activities, specialized activities like PE, music, etc., and so forth. Be ready to talk like a professional educator. And lastly, make sure that your grammar is the best that you can speak it. All right. Next up, what does actually an excellent spoken response sound like? Remember, a top scoring oral response will take the full assignment without hesitation. You will be given a prompt and you will be asked to confidently build your response using concrete details as well as genuine elaboration, all based on teacher knowledge and pedagogy. So now let's go down here. 5 things that you want to do before you speak. So before you just start to record your voice on test day, think, did I read the prompt twice? Do I really have a good understanding for what the test scorers are actually asking me to communicate about? Next, did you use your 2-minute prep time to outline, not necessarily script, just jot some notes about what you want to make sure to say. Also, make sure to have a clear opening line that you clearly state the topic sentence in your own words. Next, you're going to want to identify 2 or 3 specific details, but really it's all about addressing the prompts, demands, or requirements. And then lastly, make sure to plan a closing sentence. So don't just leave a cliffhanger, actually revisit the topic sentence that you initially put forth in the first sentence, and then restate it in your last sentence. All right, now let's go further down here where we actually have a practice oral assignment. All right, so now what I would highly suggest for you to do is either pause the video here and take a look at the prompt that's provided in this box, or if you've clicked the link and you've got this digital download, then take a moment here to read the prompt, and then down below we have a script that would be a strong response. Now take a look, notice how we start and how we build our momentum, talking about the lessons and the impact for the student as well as for the person, the person who is actually presenting this. And what I'm going to do next is we're going to go to our website and we're going to actually use the tool. In this section, I'm going to showcase a tool that you need to use. Here I am at TeacherPreps.com. I'm going to start by clicking Start Studying Now, this big blue button, and it's going to take us to our test prep library. And then what you want to do is you want to type in your code name or the name of the exam. For us, that's 55. Now be careful. In Ohio, they have the primary education exam, but this is for the state of Illinois. So I'm going to click the blue button here. It's going to take me to this individual test prep page. We're going to see our study guide, our practice test. If I click here, and then we have the writing section, which I made a video about. Remember, we have an AI essay grader with prompts that you can use, but this particular video is all about the oral proficiency section. So let's go ahead and double check that we understand how this works. First, we want to read the prompt that's below. Then you're going to want to grant access to use your microphone with our website. All it is just a click of a button. Then you're going to go through the instructions and record your own voice. Let's go down here. What we're going to do is we're going to be aiming for a score of 4. Make sure to actually look at what provides a score of 4. Remember, that's purpose, fluency, pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. We talked about that earlier in the video. Also, quick to note, here at TeacherPreps.com, we provide you with 2 sample prompts for this portion of the spoken section of this test. So this is oral number 1. We can see the task right here. If I click number 2, it switches to number 2. So you get 2 sample responses. I'm going to keep it at number 1. And what we want to do is just read the task. Let's go ahead and read this together. think of a mentor, teacher, or colleague who significantly influenced the way you think about education. Describe who this person was, explain a specific moment or lesson you learned from them, and discuss how their influence continues to shape your approach to working with students. Use vivid details and speak as though you are sharing this with fellow educators at a professional development workshop. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to request microphone access. Now, what you would do when you actually take the exam, you will push the start button, and then that's when the task will come up. You will read it. You will use your critical thinking skills and all of what we talked about earlier in this lesson. And by the end of the 2 minutes, you'll have some notes to jot down on your paper that's provided to you so that you can remember to include the key points. Now, here on my iPad, I have the actual file that we just went over when I was going through that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read directly from this. This is another use case. Make sure you grab the PDF file so that you can practice with our prompt, but then you can also use your own, so you can continue to use this again and again and again. Now, I'm ready to start recording, so I'm literally going to read from the iPad, and then we're going to go ahead and see exactly how this works. I'm going to click the start button, and it's recording. So there's a teacher I want to tell you about. Her name was Mrs. Vargas, and she was the first person who showed me what it really means to teach. I was in my final year of college, student teaching in her 4th grade classroom. Honestly, I thought I already knew what teaching looked like. I was wrong. About 3 weeks in, she pulled me aside after class. She said, "I noticed you explained the fractions lesson 3 times today, and 3 times the same way." She didn't mean it harshly. She said it like a coach. Then she asked, "What does that tell you?" I didn't have an answer. She smiled and said, "It tells you the lesson isn't working, not the kids." That one sentence changed how I think about everything. What Mrs. Vargas gave me wasn't a strategy or a standard. It was a mindset. The belief that when a student isn't getting something, my job isn't to repeat myself louder. It's to find a new door in. Every student is already trying. My job is to meet them where they are. I carry that with me every day. When I hit a wall with a student now, I don't feel frustrated. I feel curious. I ask myself, what haven't I tried yet? That question came from her. And it was that which made me fundamentally a better teacher than I would have been without it. I think that's what the best mentors do. They don't just teach you content, they teach you how to think about your work. And that stays with you for a lifetime. All right, here we go. That was my recording. Let's see if our AI system can do this accurately. It's going to take some minutes or take some time to transcribe my response. Also, it's going to take a little bit longer because I'm recording this, but hey, check it out. I got a score of 4. It records your voice. This is an excellent response that effectively addresses all the aspects of the prompt. Now, it's going to give you individualized feedback. This is actually what I said. Notice here, this is the transcript. Remember, I said this is the button and it's the recording, and then I actually started to go ahead and read about Mrs. Vargas, right? Now, areas for improvement, none. But of course, if I wouldn't have prepared this, it will take some adjusting, getting used to. But if you need to pass this Illinois English Language Proficiency exam number 55 test, you're going to want to use this tool. It's the best tool on the market, and it's going to help you prepare to make sure that you pass on your next try. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you get the PDF download in the link in the description. Go to TeacherPreps.com for your full suite of English Language Proficiency test prep. Wishing you all the best on your exam, and I'll see you in future videos.